I just want to take it day by day, and the fact that I got through one day of practice is a positive.
Steve, what were you able to do in Vancouver during this sort of mini training camp, if you will?
Yeah, I mean, basically I got therapy and trained twice a day. So, I did a lot of basketball work on the court in a controlled environment, trying to, introduce my body to different demands and try to figure out what it was handling, what it wasn't, and then try to break through those barriers in a very controlled manner. So, it was a tough 12 days. I worked extremely hard. But got through it, and I'm in a position now where I've got through my first practice, and I'm just going to keep going and see if I can stay healthy.
This has just been driving you crazy, hasn't it?
This has been the hardest thing I've ever faced in my career. Ever since I broke my leg, nothing's been the same. Nothing's been easy, but I also look for challenges in life. So this is a great opportunity for me to learn about myself and try to fight through it, and hopefully on the other side I'll be a better person.
What can you do now that you couldn't do before that little trip to Vancouver?
Well, I just think I can get up and down first of all, and I can withstand more demands, more contact, more unpredictable factors, change of direction, playing against somebody. Those are all things that the nerve and the spine weren't able to handle 2 weeks ago.
Were you able to do all the stuff in practice?
Yeah, I did everything. I just, instead of coming in and out, I stayed in for basically the first half instead of coming in and out for the whole thing, just so I could kind of not have to get it cold and warm and all that stuff.
Steve, the basketball part looked good, but where is your body at right now in terms of Steve Nash?
Well, I mean, I think no matter how hard you train, there's nothing like playing the game. So I put myself in as good a position as possible to assimilate back to the game. I think that was crucial in the rehab, because you can't just go in rehab and feel great and then expect your body with this type of tricky nerve issue to withstand the demands of the game. So I had to continually reintroduce different demands and then, trial and error, overcome those demands until I was able to take on everything in a controlled environment. Now the next step is to play in an unpredictable environment like a practice, and I was able to get through it today.
So tomorrow is a definite out, and next week possible?
Tomorrow's definitely out, but next week I have extremely high hopes to play.
How did it feel being on the practice court with all the point guards on this team together finally?
Yeah, it was great. There's a lot of bodies out there, which has been rare for our team the last year and a half, but also 4 point guards out there was good to see. We've had nothing but stop-start for the last 18 months, so hopefully we can have a little bit of a healthy roster and kind of play some good basketball here.
It's pretty surreal how far this team is out, in great part clearly because of the injuries. Does that play an effect on your decision when to come back?
It doesn't to me. My job is to try to play basketball, and so I'm just going to go and try to get in shape and play and try to contribute if I'm called upon. And now, if powers that be decide to do different things, and that's absolutely they're right. But for me, I can't focus on that stuff. I try to get better and try to get out there and help.
Steve, you're one of the greatest point guards to ever play this game. What have you liked about Kendall Marshall's performance while you've been on the shelf?
Well, Kendall's been really good. He's played, I think, with a lot of poise. He's made a lot of plays. He's got great vision. And I think he's made the game easier for his teammates. So I think he's exactly what we've needed, with all these injuries.
Steve, there are some conflicting reports as to how you actually tweaked your back. Some said getting out of bed, those type of things. Can you just clear up what happened for us?
I'm not sure exactly what happened. I was moving a bunch of stuff and, and trying to watch my 3-year-old, and I just kind of tweaked something in my back. It wasn't, horrible. I worked out on Monday. I just didn't want to, with that, on my first day back, overdo it and then set myself back. I put way too much time into this thing to, jeopardize on a practice day when all along we've been targeting next week as a return date.